Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play OpenTTD, and I am Deathdrate88. Now I do apologize for the last couple of days. I have been busy with both family stuff, and then my friends decided to show me the wonders of League of Legends. So I've been busy with that, so that's why I haven't posted any videos. So I do apologize for that. But other than that, I think we're going to continue on with OpenTTD. We still got about 8.5 years left before our goal, before the year of 2000. That's the year we had the goal of $250 million. Not quite sure if we're going to make it there, but we can get pretty close, it looks like. So we're going to keep on going with this, seeing how it goes. And yeah, that is 20,000 people right there. That is a very large city. That is probably the largest I've made a city in a while. And then this guy is at 3, and the other big city is at about 13,000. So we're doing pretty good there. I think last time we were adding stuff on up to this factory, if I remember correctly. I do apologize. It's probably been almost a week since I've played this, so it's just sort of getting used to it again. I found a couple other games. I've been playing League of Legends, as I said before, and that's a pretty interesting game. I'm going to figure out how to get that recorded at a decent rate, and then I'll use that probably for a while. I may record some videos of that. And we have coal right here. You run into there. Thinking we can probably run a coal train off this. And no, I want electrified railroad. I think in the last episode I wasn't sure. It might have offered us a new train to use, and I think I said no to that because we're just going to hold out with these trains until we get to the maglev trains. Although I'm not sure if that happens before the year 2000. I'm thinking at this point I may continue this series on. I just don't know what everyone wants me to do. I have a couple other games I could play, such as League of Legends, or I could continue on with this. It just depends on what everyone wants me to do. So go ahead and leave comments as to if you think I should continue this on, start a new series with this, with OpenTTD, or if I should move on to a different game. Because that'll help me then determine what you guys want me to do. And let's see, that's where that's going to go. Move you down to there. And then the next signal is right about here. Do 1. And there we go. Then we'll do our entry and exit signals. We're entering from this side, and then we'll exit out the other side. So there's that. You know, when I've played this game before, I have had issues. I don't know if it was a difference in settings. I'm thinking that's what it was. But I had issues with keeping industries for a long amount of time because by now, normally, all my industries for coal dried up because most of the ones I was using they went away. And I had like these other ones that I didn't use a lot, but they were still having lots of issues because they weren't producing enough to make up the amount of money I was losing from the other stations or from the other coal mine shutting down. Let's see, you're not making any goods right now. What am I can transport steel and stuff into you. So am I transporting steel from here? I think I am. Not sure. Yeah, I am transporting steel from here. I could run that on the regular railroad track, but I don't know if that's the grandest of ideas. I was connecting oil fields last time, too. I don't think it was last episode, but a couple episodes ago. I was running oil wells all together. And that probably wouldn't be a bad idea to continue with this guy. And you accept oil and supply goods. So that'll do exactly what I want you to do. And okay. Don't need that notification there. And do I still only have that oil tanker, it looks like? No, I think that's the faster one. Yeah, that's the faster one. That's okay. Go to here, go to here. We'll have it do a full load. And we'll see how that guy does. Because we'll put waterways in right up here. And waterways do cost quite a bit, but when you build it that way, it's a lot less expensive than just mowing all the land down. Because when you mow the land down, I think it's like 26,000 or somewhere around that per tile that you mow down, like corner of a tile, so it costs quite a bit. I'll have you go from here, no, from here to here. And we'll have you do full load and go. So we'll let these guys go and see how they're doing here in a little bit, just because time is sort of the essence right now. So we're at 109 million, so we're doing pretty good there. What else do I want to transport? Yeah, I was transporting you to here, wasn't I? Yes. Okay. So I'm not sure if I set a train up for this station for iron ore. We'll figure that out here eventually. What do you have on you? You have coal. Okay, you're a coal train. And what else can we do? We could do some passengers, but it's almost too late to set up passengers outside airplanes. I know sometimes in the past, I think I found a mod where you can push trains all the way back to like the mid 1800s, and if you start with that and use a train passenger network, it can cost a lot initially, but over time you can see how it makes money because you build up the amount of passengers you have transporting between cities. I know that was a pretty cool mod. What do you supply? I think you just do. So I love how this iron ore just showed up right next to that train. So we could transport that probably, if we haven't already. Because I'm still not quite sure exactly what we do and don't have transporting right now. It doesn't look like we have. Are you iron ore? Yep, you're iron ore. So if I find a train that does coal that runs down here, we can use him. And initially I remember this guy was always for running oil. And we could probably run another one into there. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Put that there. Let's see what ships we got. Replace vehicles. So they're all at the fastest ones. So that's going to be fine there. Alright, so let's get one more of these guys going. Go here, and then here, and then back to here, to the cargo dock. And you're going to fully load, and then transfer and leave empty. And that'll just keep our oil production going. That's the only reason he's really there right now. I don't have another train coming this route yet, do I? Made $9 million last year, which is pretty good. Could probably, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll transport that guy. We'll run him into that intersection too. And it looks like it's flat except for the fact that it runs into... There we go. We'll even this out a little bit. The nice part about being in the later part of the game is you don't really have to worry that much about money. I do like that part of the game. Alright, we'll get this intersection fixed here. There we go. All that's connected up. Make this look nice and pretty now. And if I remember right, okay. I was using the wrong signals on the other ones, but I think they'll still work. So It's not a major issue. Probably help if I also connected to the actual intersection itself. So if I run that way, and the only reason I really have it set up to run into that intersection instead of run directly in by itself is it lessens up the amount of clutter we have for intersections on the main line. That, and we have the city here and the city here and this to deal with. So instead of trying to run all the way through all this or get like somewhere over here to where it's busier, I just ran it over here because I think this anyway is, no, it's still gonna go up and around and back down. But that's okay. And it keeps telling me that trains aren't making any money. Which at this point we could work on cutting those, but how late in the game it is and the goal I'm trying to reach, I think we'd have a better time just adding stuff on. Considering we only have at this point 8 years, roughly. I mean, we could get rid of our entire road vehicle network, but I think it's still making us money. We can check that here in a second. And I want to train from here. We'll run all these guys. We're going to make sure you're set for iron ore. Run from here to down to here. And full load and go. So let's see how road vehicles are doing. I think if overall they're making enough money to offset their costs, we're good. Yeah, so road vehicles, they're barely offsetting themselves. But other than that, we should be okay. Ships seem to be not doing too bad. And then trains, while they do cost us about $1 million a year, they're making us about 6. And I think it's the same with aircraft. So we're doing pretty well as far as that goes. I think trains are still number 1. Oh, no, aircraft's pulling ahead a little bit. They seem to be keeping even right about now. I haven't really connected that many airports recently, I think. Alright, so there's that train. Okay. I may want to just clone him in case, because then we'll have the ability to transport a bunch of stuff. And it's giving us notification someone else arrived at some mines there. Yeah, now it's just a matter of sort of finding stuff near what we have already. Stuff that isn't meant for just strictly import. Yeah, because we still have a lot of oil fields going, so that's not bad. How much oil are you making? Do you really give me a set amount of production? Not really. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure if passengers from these guys count as more. It could be that way, but I don't think it is. I love how we have like this little city here, then we also have this bigger city building over here. Alright, so what else? Yeah, so see like this guy, the farm got destroyed here. I was having issues with coal last time, so I'm going to send you back to the depot, and we're going to get rid of this part of the train track. And you're not going to close anytime soon, so I think we're okay there. And what I'll do is I'll bulldoze the station, because then anything that goes to that station will finally figure out that that station is no longer there. And you keep breaking down. Yep, so train 78, that's okay. Because I only think there's one train there. You should just keep heading to the depot. At some point it'll notify us if there's another train. And that'll make us a little bit more money because that train, I don't think that train's too old. Yeah, so if we hit the X there and say yes, $103,000 there, which is pretty good. What is our company value? We're valued at almost 130 million. So that's pretty good. I don't have any threat. I don't think I have a threat of that guy closing down, so we'll do okay there. And you're waiting on a lot of oil, and you sort of are. So I'm just gonna clone that ship and have him go. There are still farms around here that are making a lot. But I'm just sort of trying to, this guy I want to get rid of just so I can get rid of the underneath train tracks, or the tunnels here. Not like it's a bad thing to deal with. And I'm still, okay. Still trying to figure out why that guy was cut that way, right? Don't know why there's an intersection there. We can get rid of that and then just run regular tracks across it. That'll work fine. Yep, so we'll get rid of that and then we'll add some signals on. So we'll continue on there and there. And that seems to be working fine there. I don't know why you're lost. You're trying to get to some mines somewhere. Gindgrove? I don't know where Gindgrove is. What do you transport? Looks like coal. Yep, coal. So let's see. Is that an intersection of something I just got rid of? No. That didn't really connect to anything. Nope, that's not it. Okay. See if that train gives me the same notification again. I'm still not sure why we ran it that way. There's probably an industry here at some point, but we could probably just run straight across again. Alright, so they got all those there. And it is 1992, almost 1993, so we're getting there slowly. I can notice a little bit my computer's slowing down just at the amount of all the different calculations it has to do. When I zoom out here, it slows down a lot. As to where when I'm like zoomed in here, it seems to not have as many issues. It's not as bad in this mode, but when I hit the accelerate, it doesn't go as fast as it can when there's almost nothing on here. So it is making a little bit of a difference in performance on the computer. Not like that's a bad thing. If you play this game, you're probably not going to have an issue with performance. The computer I'm using is an older laptop that I own. It's one that has, I think it's a Radeon 5650 or 5660 mobility. I think the computer itself is about 7 years old, and it can still somehow run everything. And the nice part about it is a quad-core computer, so it's going to handle some of the games that they recently are releasing, because some of the games are requiring quad-core processors. Now the graphics isn't the greatest, and I'm looking at probably upgrading this at some point in the future. But at this point, I don't really have the money to do that, so I'm not going to worry about that as much. I'll just keep picking out some of the random indie games, and we'll keep playing those. And not to say that we aren't going to continue on with this, of course, but just as we keep going, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to pick up some of the indie games. Not like I'm going to be playing Crysis 3 or Fallout 4 on full settings. I don't think the computer can handle that at all. And how much are we doing? We're not doing bad for passengers here. That's pretty good. And I think that is Yeah, this part of the network's getting pretty busy as far as trains go. You can sort of see the trains are getting quite compact. It looks even better. I was playing with one friend that was somewhat good at this, and he and we played a big match like this, and you could just see train tracks going every which way because he and I were trying to outcompete each other in every way we could because he is very competitive, and if it's friends, I'm normally competitive. But yeah, well, I guess I'll end the episode here. And I guess if you guys have any recommendations on any other games I should play, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. Please like the video if you do like it. Any comments as to how I can improve stuff for the videos, or if you want me to even continue on with OpenTTD, go ahead and leave those too. And please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, and thank you for watching.